One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 30-yard line. Here we go. Now the wood. Check 55 to Mike. That's it.
King to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Yeah, Mike, 60 out low. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 3.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Look at the big man rumble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, King. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 11. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Hey,
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's get off the field, G. No. Hey, watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Logan.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
No score after one on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Murray throwing on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Murray with a third and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Cut and set.
To throw on third down, King. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Motion. Hustle.
Hey, Mike 20. No gain on this defense, no gain.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. King now, operating from the gun. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun give to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. King. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 68 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now this throw caught left side and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. On the draw, this is Fournette. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 20.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, King. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eyes on 27. They can't hang with us. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check 9, check 9.
Go, go. Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's King off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now King, off play action. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. On the run, it's Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. King from the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is King on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to throw an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Off play action. King. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Looking to throw. King. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. King now, throwing again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. King. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's King, operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Now Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Here's Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. Now they try the right side here.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 28-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
He's coming. Double up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.